Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Briget Rein, R-E-I-N, and I'm a candidate for City Council, for the 39th City Council District, a proud district. I am here on my lunch hour asking the City of New York and City Planning and Brad Lander to give a pause, to take a pause on this ULURP process that's going on for the Gowanus rezoning. Right now, it is important that we focus on COVID relief and COVID measures to support our communities and COVID relief measures. I am asking for us to take this pause. I am asking my fellow city council members, the candidates, city council candidates, to take this pause with me. I am asking my community board, which I'm a part of, Community Board 6, to take this pause with me. I am here with my fellow neighbors, and we're asking for this pause on the Gowanus rezoning. I am here for affordable housing. I am here for workforce housing. I am a labor person. I would like for workforce housing to be provided for our essential workers. Please, let's take this pause. I'm going to invite my neighbor, Katya Kelly, to tell you a little bit about why we're here.
Hi, my name is Katya Kelly. I've lived in the area for 35 years, and for the last 10 years I've volunteered to be a member of the EPA Community Advisory Group, where I learned exactly how polluted the Gowanus Canal is, for how long it has been polluted. And as we're standing right here close to the Gowanus Canal, the EPA is it's actually dredging the toxins from the bottom of the Gowanus Canal, which is very welcome by the community. We've waited a long time and worked very hard to get this done. Unfortunately, the city of New York, which is one of the polluters in the Gowanus Canal, for allowing raw sewage to flow into the canal still to this day, and will continue to do that for, at the very minimum, the next 10 years, while the same city is planning on rezoning 80 blocks of Gowanus, build 8,000 new units of housing, which will bring about 20 to 22,000 new residents to this area, when the city has not invested in any infrastructure here. Like I said, we have raw sewage still flowing into the Gowanus Canal, and Brad Lander, our councilman for the last 11 years, is making this about affordable housing. What kind of affordable housing have been built in the 11 years that he's been our councilman? The biggest portion of affordable housing that he's proposing for this rezoning, or that the city is proposing, is on public place, a 5.8 acre site that is the most polluted site in Gowanus, Carroll Gardens. It has coal tar plumes going down to 153 feet. And make no mistake, when we're talking about cleanup of toxins in the Gowanus Canal, we are talking about containment. We're not talking about cleanups. So on public place, National Grid, who is responsible for the pollution, is working under the Brownfield Remediation Program, the New York State Brownfield Remediation Program, and with our taxpayer money, the state is allowing National Grid to scrape the surface at public place. It's an evil, evil science experiment, and Brad Lander knows about it, and we shouldn't put anybody there, luxury housing or affordable housing. It's a dangerous place for people to live, and will be for all eternity. So I'm joining Briget in asking for a moratorium on the rezoning until we can really look at this rezoning, not during a pandemic, not at a time when we cannot be in a room with our officials because of COVID. We want the same kind of ULURP as every other neighborhood in New York City has gotten for rezoning of that size. And I hope everybody will join me in asking for a moratorium and join Briget in asking for it. Thank you.
If we see our community, my basis of my campaign is the power of we, and the power that we all talk to each other. And I feel right now that the only people that are allowing us to talk is my neighbors here allowing me to talk about this issue. I have other neighbors that would like to talk. Would you like to speak about this issue?
Sure. My name is Linda Laviolette. I'm a long-term resident of the area. I built my business, raised my family here. I'm extremely concerned about the rezoning because we have more than 150 brownfield sites along the canal. And while the EPA is doing a wonderful job cleaning up, we're not looking at the cleanup of the brownfields in a very systematic or scientific way. The proposal to build out the public place site and call it Gowanus Green is really greenwashing. What we're really doing is creating another Love Canal. To build a school and residential housing on the most toxic site in New York State is criminal. And even though they are saying that it's affordable housing, everybody is for affordable housing. But we're not for putting poor people and working class people on contaminated sites and putting their lives at risk and their children's lives at risk. So we need a moratorium on this project. Thank you.
So I'd like if anybody else would like to speak. Anybody? Yes, come.
My
Say
name
your
is
name.
Marlene Donnelly, and I have been active with the EPA Gowanus CAG all these years also. I am a member of Friends and Residents of Greater Gowanus who fought for the Superfund for the cleanup. I have been involved very much in all of this all these years because I am very concerned about the contamination. I'm concerned about the contamination that comes from the sewer system and that exists here in this land. I'm also very concerned about the fact that we're addressing climate change. I'm not addressing climate change in this rezoning. We're standing here on this site that during Hurricane Sandy, the water would have been over our heads. This is the site where they want to put up 22-story towers right here on this site. We have a DEP claiming that this site, which is used basically as a parking space for all these years, is going to be removing stormwater from their sewers that are up the hill. They don't even send stormwater to that sewer. But we watched the DEP presentation last night from Community Board 6 on a Zoom meeting, which we were all locked out of in discussion because of the nature of Zoom meetings. But this site will be given credits for taking stormwater out of the sewer system when they don't send stormwater into the sewer system. The entire process and the planning is, we learned from the CD6 meeting that there is no infrastructure being planned as part of this rezoning. Everything that the community has asked for, whether it be additional schools, whether it be additional transportation access, or whether it be mitigation on the sewers, is something that they're just going to ask the developers to provide in some kind of little way, hoping that they will meet the needs of the community. The rezoning is totally inadequate. It is not sustainable, and it's time to not only call for moratorium because of COVID, because we are also addressing climate change. And this rezoning it is not a sustainable rezoning, and it needs to be put aside so that we can actually look at what this land can support in the coming future.
Thank you. So in closing, I am asking for a pause again. And I am asking for my fellow council candidates to join me with the pause, asking for the pause. I am asking for Community Board 6 to help us get a community meeting, a proper community meeting outside, maybe in Carroll Park, where we can actually talk to each other. I'm asking for us to also focus on COVID relief. I'm asking for us to build affordable housing, correctly. That's all I'm asking for. So I am here to join forces with my neighbors. The following things are going to happen. We are going to have a communication drive throughout the community. We are going to bring forth more letters to our city council members and to city planning. And we are going to make sure that Mr. Lander and Mr. de Blasio know that this is not the right time for ULURP. Thank you, and I want to thank everybody, and I want to wish everybody a happy holiday and have a great day.